We are here tonight for race number 2 of the H&N Road Cup Series Season 1. I'm your host, Rookie, here with Layson. Layson, last week at Daytona, we've seen a lot of action, a good finish, and there wasn't a lot of crashes. Yes, there were some crashes, but not a lot. What? And this is like a super speedway-esque race. It's Atlanta, a mile and a half with the super speedway package. What do you think is going to go on here tonight?
Well, it's gonna be some hard racing, you know, and it's gonna be pretty difficult to make many passes here. Well, it's not really, but it's gonna be difficult to keep yourself in that position to stay. Like, say you're at the front of the pack, right? You're gonna get pushed forward. Once you get pushed forward, that's when everyone behind you can come forward at you. It's gonna be pretty difficult to keep yourself, say, in the lead. So yeah, it's gonna be a rough, hard racing. Hopefully not rough racing. Just have some clean racing.
I agree. So you got qualifying here now. You got Elijah Hoggy going out for his qualifying lap. He puts up a 31.6. Let's go to Lennon Benson here in this. Here in this 9 car. Looks like his lap is already complete. He ran a 31.5.
Not too shabby.
Then you got Terry Vincent there. His lap's complete. He ran a Elijah to the top of the board with a 31.52.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a good lap for him. Let's look back to see his pole lap. Uh, Layson, it looks like he cut off a little bit of this front straightaway, and I think that's what got him pole there.
Yep. I don't think that's really allowed. That allowed?
It is allowed. You can't use that. Well, you can't use it in a
Oh
practice
yeah, that you can't
in the
use it in the
race.
race.
But let's look back at Landon's lap here to see if he used that. I'm not sure he did. Uh, this is his last lap. No, it looks like he did not use that.
Hmm.
So that got Elijah pole.
Yep.
Oh, shoot.
Well, see how the rest of the cars are doing here.
Alright, let's go to. It looks like everyone finished Sterling just ran his qualifying lap, and that puts him P8. And then McCurdy finished his lap. That puts him 7th. Looks like the 84 Brian White did not run a lap. Sorry, he did run a lap. He went 7th. And that is your qualifying. Should be over here. Well, at least with everyone running their laps, that puts Elijah on pole. Elijah had a dominating race last time out at Daytona.
Definitely.
One of the best super speed racers so far. It looks like this season. Um,
Well, yeah, last race, pretty much Daytona. Anything can happen at Daytona. I'm surprised that Elijah didn't get the win, but I'm also not surprised because of how crazy Daytona can be in the ending of the race.
Anyways, let's look at your points entering this race. Let's look at Daytona. You got Larry Dies back. He won the he won the Clash, and then he won the 500. Went back to back at Daytona Speed Weeks, and that puts him leading the points by 10 on Landon Benson. You got Tyler Justice in third, and Elijah in fourth. 1 point behind Tyler. You got Jacob Lenke in fourth, Eli McDonald in sixth, Devin Corey in seventh, Quinn McLean in eighth, Daniel McCurdy in ninth, Cameron Sterling in tied with ninth with Daniel McCurdy, and then Terry Vincent in 11th, Shelby Combs in 12th, and David Hickey DNFing at Daytona with the blown engine. Back to that, a blown engine for that 70 car of
David Hickey.
David Hickey. I wonder if he could bounce back here at Atlanta. I mean, it's like you said, it's another super speed race, but I think this would be a good track for him to bounce back.
Yeah, definitely. He's gonna need a bounce back after that ending at Daytona.
I agree. Larry, what's going to be your predictions here for this race?
Pardon?
Layson, what's going to be your predictions here for this race, this Atlanta race?
I think we might see Larry back at the front. He's had some pretty good racing the past two races that we've had. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Larry out front and maybe get a win here today.
I agree with that. What in the world?
Probably not surprising to see Elijah in front as well. But who knows? It's another super speedway.
I agree with that too.
Landon starting in second. He had a pretty good chance at getting a win as well. Only behind by 0.31 in the qualifying.
His starting line is starting second. I think Landon's going to be a true contender here for this race. He really couldn't really show it last week at Daytona because he got caught up in some early troubles, but I think he can show out here for this one.
Definitely.
As it's going to be a hot, slick race, which I'm excited about. I think that's going to be fun. That means that cars are hard to handle.
Pretty hard to handle cars, especially in the draft where you have to keep it stable for who knows how many laps. This race is
I'm sorry about
70 laps. We're going to have 70 laps here. A
Uh,
long, hopefully clean race as well.
Having some technical difficulties here. I don't know why my stuff is tweaking out like this, but it is. Let's just hold on. Let me just fix my thing.
You almost had it right there.
Oh, right here. Hold on, my bad. I got it. Just some iRacing is bugging out a little bit there. My bad, folks. All right. Here we go for. Here's your starting grid for. Oh my lord, what did I do? Here's your starting grid for tonight's race. On pole, you got Elijah Hoggy, and then starting second, you got the driver of the 9 car of Landon Benson starting there in P number 2, and then P3, you got the Daytona 150 winner of Larry's Dies Back. They're starting in 3rd place. And then P number 4, you got Eli McDonald. They're starting in P number 4. Then P number 5, you got the driver of the 32 car. That is Cameron Sterling. And then starting in row number 5, the driver of the 70 car, trying to have a bounce back race. And that is the driver of David Hickey. And then in P number. And then on the outside of that row, you got the driver of the 21 car of Quinn McLean. And then in row number 6, you got the driver of the 28, Jacob Lenke. And then his team on the outside of, find him here, Tyler Justice. And then in the next row, you got the driver of the 48 of Daniel McCurdy. And then you got, and that's your final row. Sorry, I said that wrong. My bad. You got Brian White rounding up the field. Anyways, Layson, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. It's gonna be hard. So it's gonna be some awesome racing today.
I can't agree more. I'm excited for this. Oh my God, what's going on?
There we go.
Pace car is in. It is go time. Elijah leading the field to green. And we are underway here at Atlanta. Elijah with a good start. Hopefully he didn't jump the start there. 70 laps. You got 43 laps of gas. So expect to have a green flag pissed up as the 9 car goes down low. The 8 car follows him. Down the back straightaway. Well, Layson, you said during in the pre-race that if the drivers get a push, they're going to get a huge run. Hopefully that doesn't cause any chaos. But I mean, looks like they're holding to their own here early on.
Kind of mixed up. They're not running too many lines here yet. Some running the outside pretty far back, and Larry in the middle back there. Larry in the middle of 2 cars back there. It appears.
As
They've fallen back now. It's just that 63 car. Henry Elijah and Landon holding each other at the front. Seems like they might go single file for a little bit.
Yes, you are correct. They go single file. They went single file at Daytona there early on, but then there was trouble, and that collected some of the field. But looks like they're going to be holding their own here. Holding their own as Elijah leads. Looks like Elijah did not get a black flag there for a jump start, as you got Henry Callip there, and you got Cameron Sterling falling behind him. In the 5th position, you got Daniel McCurdy in the 48 car, and you got the Daytona 150 winner as there in 7th position of Larry Diesback.
Seems like we're only holding single file for a little bit. We might see this for a while, and then leading maybe middle of the race, you might see some people start trying to make moves. Maybe a little earlier than that once our gas and tires start to deplete.
I agree with you. It looks like a driver that's off the pace here is the driver of Brian White. Looks like he missed the start. That might have been on purpose, trying to miss the chaos, because you never know.
From the pits.
Yeah, he might have. Yeah, he might have started from the pitch, which that could be a good, smart decision here, because you're banking on a yellow, and there's a good chance you do get a yellow here, especially with this package we raced here at this track. Still single file up through here. Elijah's still leading the field. Layson, you do get bonus points if you lead the most laps and get the fastest lap. So that could and coming down to it, if you make the playoffs or not, you leading that one lap, if you getting that one bonus point could change your whole entire season. You might think 1 point don't matter, but if you miss the playoffs by 1 point, you're going to think about like, if I led the most laps this race when I could have got that extra bonus points or got that fastest lap.
Definitely. Just because we're so early into the season doesn't mean that points don't matter right now.
Yeah, points matter any time of the season, and if you can get them, you need to take them. As Elijah looks to be holding a steady wheel up front, trying to lead the most laps to get that extra bonus point. He led the most laps at Daytona, and he did not win that race, so hopefully history don't repeat itself. As he's there in P1, you got Landon Benson there in P number 2, and then you got Terry Vincent there in P number 5, followed by Henry Kaloff in P number 4. Sorry, Terry's in P number 3, and Henry's in P number 4. Well, Layson, with them being single file like this, I mean, they single file last week at Daytona.
Ooh,
And
watch out in the back there. Loose there. We have 48.
back here with this other pack, yeah, the 48 looks like he did get loose. He holds the line. He's dropping in the back, but
Elijah and Landon are still up there just holding themselves to each other.
they are. Hold on, I need to fix something. I need to change something real quick because the stream is not kind of cutting out here. Anyways, back up to the front. You got Elijah still leading the field. The last time we seen the single file racing, we had some trouble at Daytona with them getting with some issues there with the 5 car getting turned. But it looks like they're just keeping it clean here so far.
Definitely. I think holding a single file is definitely going to keep it pretty clean. But who knows what's going to happen. Wreck could happen this lap, next lap, whenever.
That can happen anytime. And also, they're just probably most likely saving fuel because with them being single file like this, you get pretty good gas mileage unless if you're the leader and Elijah is just burning through the fuel. And you got Landon Benson there in P number 2. Right along with him here. I wouldn't be surprised if he's a third at the end. I mean, Layson, he got P2 last week at Daytona with a damaged car. So I wouldn't be surprised if he is there at the end when it matters the most.
Yeah.
Landon and Elijah are good buddies. So we can see how they work together here. But also, Elijah and Henry Kaloff are teammates. So
Definitely.
back here on the 23 machine, Tyler Justice. He's keeping it calm here in the back. Got the 48 going up high. He's just figuring his car out, seeing what changes he needs to make for later on the race. Already lap 14 of this race. Listen, the laps go by fast here. So since the laps go by fast, since it's such a small super speedway track, you would want to make your moves a little early on compared to like a Talladega or a Daytona, because you got the track so short, and you need to take the positions when you can.
Yeah. Working, especially if you're in the back, you don't want to stay in the back the whole race.
Oh, we got a crash actually.
Watch out.
The 23 car of Tyler Justice, we just talked about him. He goes around.
Gonna be yellow.
No, they do not have. They do not throw yellow, but damage on the back of that car. Let's see what happened to him. Look to see what happened to him. Looks like he just got turned by the 48. Let's see it real quick.
Did he
Hold
go
on.
down low into the 48? I believe he just went into the 48. He probably thought he was clear. 48 was coming way too fast. And by the time he got down there, 48 was already on his quarter panel.
You are probably correct. As he's gonna hit the wall.
See, can we get camera from the 48?
Yes, we can. Get right along the front bumper of him. The front bumper. The nose. It just looks like the 23 car just came down from, probably thought he was clear, and then boom, it was history from there. 23 noses into the outside wall, but we stay green. Back up to the leaders now. Elijah's still your leader, and you got the 9 car falling to the back. He must have got out of line there, got a little loose, and he's dropping way to the back, or maybe that's the design plan to save some gas.
Could really be anything. We would have to go back and check.
Let's check
right
it.
Now he's sitting behind the 70 car.
Let's ride along here with. Let's check on Tyler Justice. Tyler Justice, major damage on his machine. He has to turn right on the straightaway, so he has wheel damage. But at least he has fast repair, so he's being smart, not using that fast repair right now. Which, I mean, he's going to use it, of course, but he has some wheel damage on that.
Come out of the pits, or is he just?
No, he is not pitted yet. He is not pitted yet. Anyways.
Hey.
Back up to the leader, Elijah still leading it, followed by Terry Vincent and Henry Kaloff. Last time out, Terry did not make it 5 laps without getting caught up in a wreck down the back straightaway at Daytona, and he's made it farther here tonight than he did last week. You got the 64 car loose. That's Larry Diesback, your Daytona 150 winner. Keeps it straight. That's right along the back bumper of this 5 machine is this 8 machine. My bad. I'm used to them driving the 5 in other leagues.
Seems like they want to stay single file for a pretty long time. I think it really depends on how everyone wants to stack up behind Elijah. He's staying out there in front, so staying in front of that 5 car, and everyone behind him pretty much just has to make their own decision. So here's just staying single file.
Yeah, a little 2 car pack back there with the 28 and 21. 21 also got caught up in an incident early on last week at Daytona. Again, keeping this car clean, hoping to be there at the end when it matters the most. Lap 21 now of 70. 32 getting a little loose there.
Ooh, watch out.
Heading into 1. There's a single file train here. The first 22 laps of this race. And we're coming up on lap car. That's going to be the 23 Tyler Justice. Remember, he has that damage on his car.
Let's hope he can get maybe to the outside, or have one of the cars behind him get to the outside, so he doesn't have to hold up any traffic.
Coming up on him, looks like he's going to stay high. Just a clean thing to do. Blimp cam here. The iRacing blimp takes her around Atlanta. This blimp is.
Have him stay outside.
You can just see how wide this track is. I mean, yeah, it's not as wide as Daytona and Talladega, but it's still a pretty wide racetrack. As you got the 5 car going up the track, that opens the door there for Henry Kaloff. You got 2 teammates, 1-2 now. The 8 car and the 63 car.
Getting a little jumbled back there. finally getting someone to go too wide. Just for him to fall back a little further.
Still single file. You got the 5-car opposite back down line behind the 9 machine, from the 70 machine. The 70 machine looking for a little bounce back. He blew his engine last week at Daytona. Didn't make it far, and he is deep in the points. Like I said earlier, Layson, points. You may think points don't matter here early on, but you never know if you're going to get all those points back.
Yep.
So you need them when you can. Get the 32 there. You get the 64. So the 8 car, 63 and 32, and then 64, 9, 5, and 70 car is
Larry trying to go
to the inside.
Beginning of that turn. Don't make it, falls back a little bit.
It looks like that 64 car is having a hard time keeping his car under control. He's a little loose. I think the first time you see him get scored like that. Come to get lap 27 now.
Still holding that single file. Larry, our Daytona 500 or Daytona 150 winner.
Let's try to along with Larry, shall we?
For sure. Larry trying to go a little hard on there, probably let off a little bit. Ooh, trying to go to the inside there.
He's going to turn him!
Oh, whoa!
Around goes the 32 car, hard in the wall for the 64. Huge crash.
70 making it through there.
The 7 car, a little bit of damage. The 64 car, mass damage. Hood is up on that car. 32 car gets it going. Looks like the 9 car made it through that with no damage at all. What in the world happened? Let's just look at the replay here.
Because he didn't make really any contact with any of the walls. It was probably most likely just Larry making that huge contact with the wall, blowing his head open. Gonna need a fast repair for that.
Indeed is. So that takes his fast repair, and the 32 car will probably take his fast repair too. Looks like the 64 car just put his nose in there where it don't belong. Over the radio, looks like I don't know. That's just insane. That's pretty hard hit there to the. You can see it here. Just this
32 getting on the brakes.
Hard hit for the 64.
Turn away.
Huge hit.
Ooh, when the 70 did make contact with that wall, trying to get it out of the way.
I don't know if he made contact with the wall. Looks like he might have made. I don't know what the 70 car hit. Let's look back at that one more time.
He might have hit that wall. It looked like he did from that angle.
See what happens. Oh yeah.
Trying to go to the outside there.
Oh yeah, he hit the wall
huge
pretty
contact.
hard.
Yeah, trying to go to the outside. Ooh, into the wall hard.
Let's try with this 32 car here. Wasn't a bad.
No contact with that. With Larry during that when he hit the wall hard, but he could probably just go into the pits, maybe make a couple fixes and jump back out there and quick.
Look at this hit here from the 64 car to the outside wall. Huge hit. Ooh. Yeah. Destroys that car. Anyways, here's pit stops. It looks like there goes the 8 car in. Let's see what he takes. The 9 car pitting right behind him. Oh, he has to back. Looks like the 8 car has to back up there. A little bit of a mistake there on your leader. Looks like
9 car might jump out there first. Or no!
60,
it's gonna be
first 2 cars take 0 tires. As then the 9 car takes 4. You got the 5 car behind. And then behind him, looks like the 70 car comes out. He uses that fast repair. The 84 out of backup. The 84 car to backup. There goes the 60 car. He's going to beat
Henry
the 28
Cowhoff.
off.
Did
Yeah.
Henry Cowhoff beat Elijah Hawley
He
to
indeed,
the line?
he indeed did. He indeed did.
Yep. Now, Henry Cowhoff is going to be leading us to the green flag once we come back around. Those next few laps of yellow going to be probably making those tires, those newer tires, just get them into the new environment and work them out before we get back to racing here in a couple laps.
As they were lining up the 64 car, I don't know what's going on with. Looks like he might restart third here.
There he might. I don't know. Where did Elijah? There he is. Disappeared, came back. And Pier's 5 car will be starting in second during this restart. Larry, he's going to be on the outside of Larry. Wait, Larry's back. Larry's in third. He got out of that wreck. And now he's back in third. What a surprise.
He is. He is the P3 now. He's starting P3.
P3, and he's the one that caused that wreck.
Yeah.
Or at least it looked like it. I wouldn't say that he caused that wreck. Probably just a small little incident there.
Anyways, Les, you ready for this one?
Coming back to green, a whole new front. Here we go. It's going to be Cowhoff, Terry, Larry, and here's to be Daniel McCurdy.
We are
in fourth.
Back
Here we go.
underway for this race. As you got the Henry Cowhoff with a good lead, a good jump.
Larry
followed by
behind
the
him.
64 car.
The 5 car, Terry Vincent falling back.
No help on the outside. Looks like that outside is disorganized. You got the 8 car there behind the 73. That puts him in 4th position. Far as back he's been already. It's followed by the 9 car.
Ooh.
It's going to take a while for these guys to get back up front. Especially with them being single
Most
file.
definitely.
And no help on the outside. As I say that, they're trying to make the outside line work here.
Landon and Elijah are trying to go to the outside by themselves.
No
I don't think that might work. I don't think that's going to work there. I'm going to head back to the inside.
No help there. As bad news for the 70 car. He's out of this race. Bad troubles for him back-to-back weeks. I thought he had the fast repair, but I guess not.
Must have been from a incident earlier on in the race.
As that 23 car looks like he took his fast repair and he's back in this race. He's competitive once again. Got the 84. He's back with the lead pack now of Brian White. 33 out of 70 now.
32, 23, and who's that back there?
Terry Vincent down pit road. Issues for him, it looks like. Unless they
What
didn't
happened
get
to him?
the car full.
Must have been. Yeah, it must have been rather fuel, or it must have been his. Maybe that was why he was falling back.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to him. Anyways, Henry Cowhoff, your leader still. They're in that 63 machine. First race of the season.
Larry all on his bumper there.
Right along here with this 63 car. If you guys don't follow the Instagram, you should. That's where you get most of the updates. The Instagram is H&N Racing League. That's where you get most of the league updates and most of the announcements. So yeah, like I said again, if you want race league updates, just go follow the H&N Racing League Instagram. That's where you get most of the updates, news, and everything. The NASCAR 5 side of things is on there, and so is the iRacing side of things too. We are a PlayStation 5, PlayStation community, but we are expanding to iRacing as we wanted to for a while, and we finally made that come true. And all these drivers in here just enjoying their time, hopefully, as you got the 9 car going up the track. Again, that's not the first time we've seen that, like I said, unless he just left the door open for the car behind him. He just went high, and he didn't want to come back down. Blocked. There's a 73 cars in the wall.
Wow.
Oh, the 8 car gets turned. Around goes the 8 car.
Oh, a big one.
The 73 car, 48 car involved, 28 involved,
Wow.
21 involved. The 9 car looks
The 8
like
car of Elijah.
he made
that
3.
one.
Your pole sitter. Not a lot of damage to him. Looks like he keeps it going. Yellow flag is out. The 21, it looks to be fine. The 23 car, no damage on his car. The 28 car looks to have some right rear damage. And the 48 car, damage on his machine, it looks like.
Seems like Henry and Larry might be back in front, or is that in the 5 cars back out? But he might have been involved in that one. No, he wasn't. He's coming back around.
Let's look to see what happened. It might have been the same thing that happened to the 20.
Oh yeah, the
32
8 came
car,
back
just
down.
not
Yeah,
clear.
the exact same thing happened.
That is the
Exact same thing, but out in front.
In front of the field, a little hard hit for those guys. 48 car nose in the wall, huge hit. The 28 car got airborne there. Let's look at the 28 car here.
21 getting a huge slam from that 28 car.
You just the 78 car nowhere to go. Just nails the 28 car in the rear. That's definitely a broken toe link. Boom. 21 car nowhere to go in that one. That's
Sitting out there trying to avoid it.
That's for along the 28 car here. Oof. Going over with the 48. He lost right along with him. See it up there. Just see the smoke. You just can't see anything till the last second. Got clipped there. Barely got clipped by the 8 car, and that noses him into the wall. Yeah, he got clipped. Oof. It just sucks. Got his nose in the wall right there. But they keep one more look at it.
As I said, there are going to be some big wrecks. Going to be a big wreck because this is a super speedway.
He just got clipped right there and boom. Nowhere for him to go. See the 48 car just nose it into the wall. Anyways.
Well, what is that, our third caution here? Or was that a second?
Second yellow.
A second caution. Forgetting that that first wreck was not a caution.
That's next week. You thought next week you thought Daytona was crazy and Atlanta's crazy. Next week we go to an even crazier track. We start the season off with 3 wild card races.
Comes the 8 in the pit road here.
Yes, he is. But next race we are going to the Roval. next Tuesday, 8 o'clock. The race replay won't be out till Wednesday, as this same time as this is coming out. Next race is going to be the Rouge. That should be an interesting one. The 63 car back off the pits. In the Rouge Energy Cup Series.
Well, race has been somewhat not much eventful until a few laps ago. Couple wrecks here and there. Not too crazy wrecks, just some simple wrecks until the big one just a little bit ago. Who do we have in front here? Let's see what we have here in front. Harry Vincent is one lap down. They're going to be coming up, I believe, to one to green here. Eight car back there. Elijah Hahi.
Well, listen, here we go. We're coming back to green this time by. You got Tyler Justice, your leader.
Tyler Justice. Guy's been in a couple wrecks here and there. Pretty surprising that he's back up there. Then we're going to have Cameron Sterling up on that outside lane. Gonna have Eli McDonald down in third place. Landon in fourth. Daniel McCurdy in fifth. Quinn McLean over there in sixth. Larry Diesbach all the way in seventh. He's down in pit road, I believe, or he's back there. And we have Henry Kalhoff, eighth of Jacob Lenk in 10th. Elijah Hahi down there in 11th. Very eventful day for him. Terry Vincent a lap down, and David Hickey is out of this race.
Well, anyways, sucks for David Hankey. I mean, he wanted to have a bounce back race, and that. Guess next week at the Rouge was where he started the comeback. But well, Layson, we haven't done this at all this race. How about on this restart? We have a NASCAR crank it up.
If I'm back to green here, let's do this.
All right, buddy. Let's go. As we are back from NASCAR crank it up, and we get the 9 car and 48 car going to the top. Trying to get that outside to finally come in as we got 20 laps to go. You got Tyler Justice leading now. Early on in the race, he got caught up in an accident, and he's back in it. Followed by Eli McDonald and then Cameron Sterling. Cameron Sterling got turned there early on. You got 28 car of Jacob Lenke on pit road and don't know what happened to him. The 5 car is another lap down.
Pretty far back from the pack. As well as it appears to be Quinn McLean. Is that him?
And McLean he also has some damage. He might be saving that. He might be off the pace a lot to save that fast repair so you don't get involved in that. But what if there's not another yellow? You might just baked yourself. As you got an outside line forming up here, you got the 2 teammates of Henry Kaloff and Elijah Hoggy, followed by the 9 car Landon Benson.
Here's where stuff gets exciting here. 25 laps to go, pretty much. And yeah, we have here's Henry Calhoff making his way up to the front. They might jump in front of Tyler Justice
and drop down in line.
Yep, now we're back single file.
A new trio in town. First time these 3 cars have been 1, 2, 3 all night. Henry Kaloff and Elijah and Landon. Listen, we was talking earlier in this race, how Elijah is going to try to lead most of the laps to get that bonus point. But Henry Kaloff's like, hold on, don't count me out on this yet. I'm going to lead the most laps, and it looks like that's what's happening early on here so far. 24 laps to go now.
Definitely.
Single file. You had to make your move. You had to get the track position because you never know if you're going to have another chance to get the track position. And they took the chance and they're going for it. And they got it.
And Calhoff making his way up with his lead lap. Good point, as you said. Elijah and DeGroat battling for that championship point. That extra point there.
As again, next week, you guys think this action's crazy. You thought Daytona's crazy. Again, next week, we are going to the Charlotte Roval race number 3. 3 wild card races to start off the season here in the first season of the H&N Rouge Energy Cup Series. Make sure you grab the popcorn for next week. Because it's going to get crazy.
First season of this league. Just founded it. Founded a long time ago. Came back just this year.
As I know this conversation really ain't about iRacing, but the other half of H&N is the NASCAR Heat 5 side of the league. And that season's winding down. Just tonight, Landon won out Atlanta, followed by Cadet, Masked Cadet, and then P3 was, I don't know who P3 was, but the first round of the NASCAR 5 side of the playoffs is over. The two drivers eliminated was Jackson Taxi and Weefy. They are out. Now the points reset for Watkins Glen this weekend. Anyways, back to the iRacing side. 20 laps to go. I'm excited, Layson, aren't you?
Definitely. Got 20 to go here. We have Henry Kaloff, Elijah Hahi, Landon, all 1, 2, 3 here.
Landon got put up the racetrack. The 73 goes up high too. The 9 car drops back down behind the 23. He did not want to lose that spot, but he did. Henry Kaloff is where he needs to be there at the end. He is leading with 18 to go now, followed by Elijah. That's who Henry wants to see in the mirror. Is Elijah, his teammate. 9 cars on the lead lap, 8 cars in the lead pack. Because Daniel McCurdy has went 2 laps down, repairing that damage. Looks like the damage is too much for him. He had to come down and make those repairs. Lenke is 10 laps down. He's he's not out of the race completely. He's out of the fight for any other position. Unless he gets back going here soon.
Likely, if we have another caution, then Terry Vincent might get the way around here. But we don't know that.
McLean is with Vincent there, and they're not really losing that much time. The leaders just came out of the quad oval about to enter one. Those guys are exiting turn number 4.
Not just mirror on that ticker. It says minus 2 minutes and 57 seconds there. That one I'm seeing there?
Yes, I don't know what's going on there, but yeah.
It must be a glitch. He must be a lap down. He's likely a lap down.
I don't know. Oh, you got the 84 car there loose out of turn number 4. He saves it. Behind him, the 73 car was like, okay, I see that you're having a hard time handling your car, so I'm just going to give you space and get it reorganized. And that's what he did, and we're still green.
Still single file here. We're hoping once we get to about 10 laps to go, that's when we're going to start seeing people make moves, try and get up to that front. At least that top 3 there.
The driver, the number 9, Landon, was like, I know you could pre-race, he said that you could tandem draft here pretty good for a little bit until you start overheating. We're going to see that here soon. Because in practice, he was doing some tandem drafting.
Yep, now it says, or no, it still doesn't say. He's still 3 minutes 45 seconds behind falling Quinn McLean.
We're coming to
I
get
don't know what that's about.
13 laps to go. Layson, it should get interesting here. But the 8 car lost a spot there to the 23. 23 is taking one spot at a time. But now, when are they going to make their move to get back up there? When are moves going to be made?
Everyone's going to start wiggling around. You can see that already. They're going to start worming up and down until someone decides to make that first move.
Elijah's trying to get his redemption from Daytona, dominating that race, coming up short, and not parking it in victory lane. There he goes. He looks high. Drops back down low. Landon's just happy to be there. He really wasn't battling much at Daytona with all that damage. He's just happy to be there. He don't really care where he finishes, he said.
Henry Calhoff. It appears he might be 10 laps from tying with Elijah for the most lap led here.
So here they go. 11 laps to go. Air Atlanta will win. Will the moves be made?
Will Henry Calhoff keep his lead up there, try and keep it blocked, and get a win, his first one of the season? Will Elijah try and make those moves, which it appears he's trying to make a little bit of a wiggle so he could get out to that outside.
But
let's see if he could get his first win. He's been pretty promising. Or let's see if Larry Dyspaw can come from the back, get his second win, 3rd in a row for this league, 2nd in the season.
This is the longest run we had all race. This is where you're going to see how your car handles, if it's going to be getting loose or tight. A hot, slick racetrack.
We're at 9.5 laps to go.
All right, longer is this 9 car, this Pepsi car. Fans about to get up on their feet. So an 8 car pack, the ninth place car, Quinn McLean. About 20 seconds off the pack, 38 seconds off the pack. The 64 car down below the apron, loose.
64, I don't know if you could do that.
Here's where this handling's going to come into play. A little bit of separation from a couple of these drivers. They're fanning out behind them.
Unlikely that will be a penalty because he didn't make any position off of that one, even though he did go onto the double yellow here.
Win.
He's trying to do everything he's can to get a little bit of position.
32 looking the inside of the 64. Nothing's made there. The 48 car of Daniel McCurdy has took it to the garage. He is out of this race. Coming to get 7 to go this time by. Fans on their feet. Moves will be made here shortly as their laps are winding down here at Atlanta Motor Speedway, the Super Speedway. Repave. Down the back straightaway. See with these cars, Layson, once the back straightaway comes to an end, well, sorry, the drivers finally get their momentum going, their momentum and speed back up right when the straightaway ends. So like you get your runs made, but then the straightaway ends, you head into the corner, so you have to pop right back down line. Hoy, if Elijah, this is his chance if he wants to make a move up top, and there they go. Up to the top they go.
Go all over the place now. Trying to get some draft in there. Trying to make that pass on Henry Caloff here.
Here they go. The 84 car on Wallace.
Comes Elijah now.
Henry Caloff goes up to block him. It's a 3-car pack on the outside. The 63 car is going to go low to block the 23. It's the 9 and 8 car on the outside. This is the scenario Landon was talking about tandem drafting. Are we going to see it? 5 to go. 5 to go. Here to Landon. Coming to get 4 to go now. 23 car has to let off the gas. The 9 car loot tight. He goes to the hill, but he keeps it going. A lot of separation. 1 car length gap between the 8 and the 9 car. I don't know how they're still keeping it going there on the top. The 63 car there loose on the bottom. And here comes the 2 cars on the outside one more time. Here's this tandem draft we was talking about, Layson. There they go.
We almost got it around there. Could be jumping to the inside here right now.
There they go.
And they make it.
84 car hard on the wall. Contact with 32, it looks like. He's up. He's out of this race.
He's going to stay up there.
Is he going to be out of contention for this race?
Most likely. He pretty much rubbed that wall all the way to the end of turn 4.
63 car Henley Caloff goes high. So we go up there and get his teammate. Landon goes up there. The 8 car goes to the block. Never mind. He says never mind. He goes back low. It's now 23 car almost gets turned there by Larry. We're coming to get 2 to go this time by. The 9 car goes under the shove. The 8 car. The 8 car says like no, I'll give it to you, and he goes low. The 9 car to the lead.
The 9 all the way around. He's gonna take the lead.
A lot of separation between these two.
This is probably what I said earlier. Once you get super far in front, that's one of the guys behind you are gonna start running like a bull right at your bumper. You're gonna see him coming in here really quick with that draft.
White flag in the air. We got 1 lap to settle it here at Atlanta. 1.5 miles to go. We got 2 teammates behind Landon. This is not what Landon likes to see.
Larry in the back trying to do it himself.
There he goes. He goes to the outside. Here comes the 8 and 63 to the lead. Down the back straightaway entering 3. The 64 car does not go with the lead with Landon. Here we go to the line. They're going to be side by side. Henry Caloff's going to get it done here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. What a finish, Layson. Holy cow.
Seems like we had Henry, Elijah, Larry, your top 3.
The 9 car is not happy with the 63 car there. 64 car there. He's like, you should have went with me. What was you thinking? Anyways, Henry Caloff, your winner. Here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Can you believe it, Layson? What a move down the back.
That was crazy. The 64, wait, what? The 63 getting that win just by a little bit of draft by his teammates. And Larry he's not gonna work with Landon there. He's gonna try and get it himself. And it looks like the 23 is gonna give him a little push off Larry. That's gonna put Larry back in, I think 4th, was it? Check it here. Skyler is gonna be 4th. Landon's gonna be 5th. It's gonna be your top 5 will be Henry Caloff in 1st. You're gonna get this win, his first win of the season. taking away Larry Dicebach's streak. It's gonna be Elijah Hawhey, Larry Dicebach, Justice, and Landon Benson. Be your top five.
As you can see the finish there. We had a lot of unpacking to do.
'23 just barely beating out the 9 car for that 4th place spot.
We got a lot of unpacking to do here. Well, who do you want to ride along with first here?
Why don't we ride along with that? See, why don't we ride along with Larry here?
That's just
Like he had a pretty good view.
let's just look. Let's just look here.
Yeah, Larry's gonna start all the way from that behind and try and make it himself.
Right along here on the roll bar of this 64 car of Larry, your Daytona 150 winner.
Is when they go to the outside, Larry's gonna decide he's gonna go there too, and he's gonna help them out. Larry's gonna fall back. Then it's gonna be the 23 and Landon gonna be fighting for that 4th place spot. Up there, Elijah and Calhoff both trying to fight there. Calhoff's barely gonna get that lead, the 8 car, and Larry almost get that 2nd place spot. If he had a little bit more time there, he would have got it.
Right along here's the 23 car, gives the 64 car a huge shove. Let's look back there on the white flag.
That 8 car came in quick.
That's an amazing finish. An amazing finish. Down the back, the 8 car just follows him. That was the race-winning move right there. The 8 car shoves him out. Best case scenario, and then he shoots low. Amazing move there by Elijah. And almost close to being clear there.
He did not have the speed. Once he got that draft, he's going to start falling back. As I said, you're going to start falling back if you don't have that draft and you're out in front. That's what happened to Elijah there, and that's how Calhoff got the win.
Let's look here at the blimp here. See right here. Here's where the run started, and the 8 car just got connected. The 9 car just sitting duck. The 64 car did not go with the 9 car. I think that's what the 9 car Landon Benson was so frustrated about, that he did not go with him. Because the 64 car would have had a better chance of winning that one.
It's going to be a drag race to the line there. Calhoff's going to beat him out just by a little bit. We'll see here. It's going to be
Calhoff
beating Elijah by, it appears to be 0.067.
You see him right there.
And then the 9 is going to push onto him. Retaliation there for not having him help. Not too happy with that one.
Oof.
064. Should be running that 64, I believe, but doesn't matter. It's okay. Still have the 64 on the car.
And here
Calhoff's
we go.
Gonna get a little bit of his spin
Right
there at the end.
The celebrations. Ooh, no. There's the Ooh, shoot. He burns it down here at Atlanta Motor Speedway's Henry Calhoff. Burns it down. He deserves to burn down. What an amazing race. And Layson, did he get the extra bonus point for leading the most laps?
I believe he did. He led 32 laps. Elijah led 30 laps. Just by 2 laps, he gets that extra point.
Wow. Anyways, let's look at
Fastest lap. Let's look at the fastest lap here real quick. I think that goes to Tyler Justice.
Let's look here at the final results here. Oh no, what am I doing? Alright, well, finishing first is the driver of the 63, Henry Calhoff. Finishing first, and then what a good race for him, Lace. I mean, amazing race from start to finish. No incidents whatsoever, just getting it done.
The only really incident we had was that big one. I'll check what lap it was. I forget what lap it was, but that big one and some point.
And then
A big
P.
one, I believe on lap 28 it was, or it was another lap. No, it was lap 28, I believe. Lap 40 maybe.
And then P number 2. What a comeback for your pole sitter of Elijah Hoggy there. Started on pole, led the most laps in the beginning of the race, and getting caught up in that yellow there, the second yellow, but not a lot of damage. I don't even know if he uses fast repair, and he comes home second place. What a great comeback there for Elijah there.
Sporting that Underdog Racing podcast ain't there.
As
Underdog Racing podcast will be sponsoring Michigan, Bristol, and Dega.
Yeah, good comeback there for him. Good redemption. And then P number 3, you got the driver of the 64-year Daytona 150 winner, Larry Dyersback. A good comeback for him too, because he ate the outside wall pretty hard. Had to use his fast repair, and he comes back with a solid third place finish.
What was surprising for me there is that he hit that wall hard. Then coming to the restart after that wreck, he's starting third there.
I agree.
What a surprise.
And then P number
4 was the 23.
P number 4 is the 23, Tyler Justice. Tyler Justice, he got in a crash there early on too, lap 14, around lap 20. No yellow came out for him. He went a lap down, and then he caught that yellow. That saved his race. Used that fast part, got the wave around, and came back with a 4th place finish.
Finally, 5th position here.
Got 5th.
We're gonna have Landon Benson.
Pretty
A
solid.
little frustrated there.
Yeah, pretty
At the end
solid.
of the race.
Pretty solid race for him all around. Way clearing the Daytona win. That's all he could really ask for. Even though he did finish second at Daytona, he he didn't really get to battle the leaders that much because he was fixing his car and getting all those laps back. But yeah, that's going to round out your top 5 finishing result. And Henry Kaloff is going to be parking it in the victory lane here at Atlanta Motor Speedway very soon. Anyways, how about we look at the points there here, Layson? They just got updated. Let's check them out real quick. Let me find them. Find the standings. After race 2, Larry Dyersback still holds the points lead by a pretty solid amount. 26-point lead over Elijah Hoggy. And then you got Tyler Justice there, tied with Elijah for P2. And then P4, well, Tyler's in P3 with tied for Elijah for second. And P4, 27 points back from the points leaders, Landon Benson. And then you got Eli McDonald in 5th in points, and Jacob Lenke there in 6th in points, and Cameron Sterling there in 6th in points, and Quinn McLean 8th, Daniel McCurdy in 9th, Terry Vincent in 10th, David Hickey in 11th, Henry Kaloff there in 12th, and Brian White in 13th, and then Devin Corey in 14th, and Shelby Combs there in 15th. What's your main takeaway out of this race here, Layson?
Well, it's the there's not much to it. It was really exciting. I don't know what I could take out of this race to make it different. Probably add a little more anything. More lead changes, maybe not running single file the entire race. But really, under that, like, there's not much to add or take away there.
That's very fair. Yeah, I don't know. The things I'll take away from this race, was that the race was clean most of the way through. Honestly, not a lot of issues besides a couple of yellows here and there, but they kept it clean and green most of the time. That's all you could really ask for. And a clean finish too. Not no wrecking there for the win, which I like. And I don't know. Henry Kaloff was in the best place at the best place, right time scenario, and with the team behind him, and yeah.
Well, I have a lap chart up here, and we have Henry Kalhoff. The furthest he went down was to third in the last 10 laps. But Elijah Hawley going down to third as well. Then we had Larry Diesbach. The furthest he went down was sixth in those last 10 laps. We had Tyler Justice. The furthest he went down was fifth, it looks like. Landon Benson going all the way up to first in that last lap, just for him to fall back to fifth, being the lowest he went in the entire last 10 laps.
I agree. Well, next time out, we're going to be at the Charlotte Roval there for the first road course race. That should end off the first 3 wild card races of the season. And after that, we go to Michigan, the 2-mile track. Then we go to another 2-mile track at Auto Club. And then we go to a short track at Bristol. Then we go to Nashville Super Speedway. Then Charlotte and Talladega, then Chicagoland, then USA, and Las Vegas to round out the season. Well, that's it here from Atlanta Motor Speedway. Do you got anything else to add here, Layson?
No. I think we're good to end it out here now.
All right, well, that's it. Congratulations to your race winner of Henry Kaloff there. Come first race of the season, and he gets it done here in a thrilling fashion. That is going to be it. We see y'all next Wednesday.
Thank you.